Trump flown to hospital after COVID-19 diagnosis.
Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: I think I'm doing very well. President Trump recorded a video message before being flown to hospital. U.S. President Donald Trump has been flown to hospital for treatment after testing positive for coronavirus. He has so far been treated with an experimental drug cocktail injection and the antiviral medication remdesivir after both he and First Lady Melania Trump tested positive for COVID-19. In exactly 1 month, Mr. Trump faces Joe Biden in the presidential election. The president's diagnosis has upended his campaign and also cast doubt on his attempt to get a new Supreme Court judge confirmed before polling day. Mr. Trump was taken to hospital out of an abundance of caution with mild symptoms and would be there for the out of an abundance of caution, the White House said. The list of other people to have tested positive around Mr. Trump include close aide Hope Hicks, believed to be the first to show symptoms, campaign manager Bill Stepien and former White House counselor Kellyanne Conway. Republican Senators Mike Lee and Thom Tillis have also tested positive. Wearing a mask and suit, Mr. Trump walked out across the White House lawn on Friday at 18:15, 22:15 GMT, to his helicopter, Marine One, for the short flight to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in the Washington, D.C. suburbs. Image copyright Reuters. Image caption: Donald Trump arrives at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. In an 18-second video posted to Twitter, Mr. Trump said, "I think I'm doing very well." Mr. Trump was admitted to the presidential suite at Walter Reed, which is where U.S. presidents usually have their annual checkup. His doctor, Sean Conley, said the president was not requiring any supplemental oxygen, but in consultation with specialists we have elected to initiate remdesivir therapy. Tests have shown remdesivir, originally developed as an Ebola treatment, disrupts the virus's ability to duplicate and can cut the duration of symptoms. Earlier on Friday, Dr. Conley said the president had as a precautionary measure received an 8 grams dose of Regeneron's antibody cocktail at the White House. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: The BBC's Rebecca Morell explains how the monoclonal antibodies work. Mr. Trump was also taking zinc, vitamin D, famotidine, melatonin and aspirin, Dr. Conley said. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: President Trump 7 days before his COVID-positive test. The remainder of the Trump family, including the first couple's son Barron, who also lives at the White House, tested negative. With the news that another member of Trump's inner circle, Kellyanne Conway, has tested positive, along with 2 Republican senators, there's a growing realization that a COVID cluster has penetrated the heart of U.S. government. Like Ms. Conway, Senators Mike Lee of Utah and Thom Tillis of North Carolina attended the White House event where the president announced his nomination of Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Chuck Schumer, the Democratic leader in the Senate, said it would be irresponsible and dangerous to move forward with Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearings. It would be another huge blow to the president if the proceedings were delayed, although Senate Leader Mitch McConnell has said they will continue with expanded use of remote hearings. Image copyright Reuters. Image caption: At least 7 people who were at the White House event for Amy Coney Barrett have reportedly tested positive. Mr. Biden, the Democratic nominee, and his wife Jill tested negative on Friday. The Democratic campaign is temporarily taking down all its negative ads regarding Mr. Trump. Mr. Biden, on the campaign trail on Friday in Grand Rapids, Michigan, added, "It's a bracing reminder to all of us that we have to take this virus seriously." The Republican president also poked fun at Mr. Biden during their live TV debate on Tuesday, saying, "I don't wear masks like him." The most powerful elected Democrat, House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi, said her prayers for Mr. Trump had intensified and she hoped his diagnosis would be a learning experience for the country. What of others who have tested positive? Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel, who was with Mr. Trump a week ago, has tested positive, as has Reverend John Jenkins, president of Notre Dame University, who visited the White House last weekend for the Supreme Court announcement. There has been criticism of the president's decision to go to a fundraiser attended by dozens of people in New Jersey on Thursday, apparently when officials already knew about Hope Hicks' symptoms. There has been criticism of the president's decision to go to a fundraiser attended by dozens of people in New Jersey on Thursday, apparently when officials already knew about Hope Hicks' symptoms. Officials said the process of tracking all Mr. Trump's contacts